Okay, now I'm going to do this pattern again here. So this is kind of like in the middle. So here you can just start just about anywhere. So same thing, single crochet, single crochet. Wait, this, my first single crochet is to lock it. It's not exactly it's just to lock it in place. Okay, now you do single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same spot, and then you're gonna skip 2, and you're gonna do single crochet again, chain 2, single crochet in the same spot, and you're gonna skip 2, and same thing you're gonna do single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in the same spot. So the number of stitch should be the same as here because there's no change in number of stitches. So you just go around and build this, up to you how many rows you want to build. Mine here is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets plus the double crochet and the single crochet. The double crochet 1 row and the single crochet 1 row, I consider it as 1 set. So here I have 10. So here up to you how many sets you want to make, whether you want it to be a short blouse or a long blouse. So I'll come back to you once I have a few rows of this. Okay, this is how it looked like so far. So now I've come to the stage where I'm going to make the sleeve. So I did 10 sets of Primrose stitch, and here another 10 sets. So it's up to you. You can just measure it against your body to see how long you want your blouse to be. So this is the starting point. So I did the last double crochet, 3 double crochet, and I already slip stitch to the first set here. So now I'm gonna make the sleeve. I'm gonna do chain here, depending on how long you want the sleeve to be, because I want the pattern to go this way. I do not want the sleeves line to go this way. I want the sleeves line to go this way. So here I'm going to chain, I think I'll chain 20 first and see how long it is. Maybe I'll make 30. Remember, your yarn and my yarn could be different, so it's best that you measure using a ruler or a tape instead of number of stitches, because my number of stitches and your number of stitches might not be the same, because my yarn is quite fine, so my one stitch is kind of small, so I need more stitches. So it's up to you whether you want the sleeve to be this long. This is near the armpit part. Okay, here I'm gonna chain 1, go do the second stitch from the hook. I'll be using the bum side. Oops, this yarn is kind of fine. It's kind of difficult on the foundation chain part because it's very fine. Okay, I'll just go to the bum side and continue with my primrose stitch. Ouch. Okay, I'll just show you. Wait. Okay, let me get a because this yarn is kind of fine, so the foundation part is normally quite a hassle. So I'm going to make a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Now why do I do that? It's because I've reached a stage where I did 3 double crochet. So on top of the 3 double crochet, it should be this single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So I'm going to do that here and continue all the way here until the far end here. I'm going to chain 30 again, same as the other one, and I'm going to work backwards here. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end here. Okay, this is how it looked like, exactly like when we did the foundation chain. So don't forget to skip 2. You skip 2 on the bottom side. Do a single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in the same stitch. And by the time I reach here, I have on the bum side I have 1, and here is my 2, so this is the middle part. So again, chain 2, single crochet, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So you continue until the end of the row and make 30 stitches again for the sleeves. It's gonna be a short sleeve. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end, after I've made a row of foundation chain. Since this is in multiple of 3, that's why I did chain 30. Okay, I'll come to the other end here. I've already made the sleeve over this side, and I work backwards. Here I did the single crochet, chain 2 until here. I chain 30 and I work my way back. So here later on when I do the 3 double crochet, it will not be visible because I'm gonna go continue. So here, this part here, I am going to slip stitch to the back. Oops. I'm gonna slip stitch to the back here. This one. Later on, when I do the double crochet, I'll continue until here. It will not be visible. So here I'm going to chain 30 because this is for the front. I'll do another one for the back, and I'm gonna join them together. later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you're gonna look like this. One over here, one over here. And here I'm gonna do the same, this same pattern. I'm gonna do from here until the whole back. This I treat it as the front, and here will be the whole back. So this is how it look like. I'll come back to you once I'm at the other end. Okay, I've did 2 of this on both sides, one on the left, one on the right. So by the time I work backwards here, I'm gonna slip stitch to the first. Sorry, I'm gonna slip stitch to the first. It will look a bit like it's twisted. You just take a look at the pattern and see how it look, and you just slip stitch. Because later I'm going to work. Later when I work through and fro, this is the back. I'm gonna do through and fro, to and fro, and cover the back. This is the back, and the other one is the front. So here I'm going to do to and fro until the other side of the sleeve here. So to and fro until you get the back, and then the front it's gonna be to and fro also, but there'll be a midpoint. It's gonna be a V-shaped thing. So here I'm gonna start to do some reduction slowly, and later on I'll join it on the shoulder part. So this is the midpoint. This is where I'm going to do, either you do a round shape or a curve or a V shape. So I'll come back to you and see how it goes, because I go according to this stitch, so I might skip one set of this, one set on the left, one set on the right, and it will slowly curve up. Okay, I've made the 3 double crochet until here. Here there'll be a slight twist, but it's not noticeable. It's just a small twist here, because when I did this, it kind of looked like face down, but when you crochet it, and make sure it's face up, so it looked kind of twisted. So I turn it back. So here, this one stitch looks twisted. So here, by the time I reach the end here, I will chain 1, turn my work, and do single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then skip 2, which means I go to the middle double crochet and do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So before this we were working in a circle, in a round. So now it's going to be through and fro. So after this side, you turn your work and continue, because this pattern, it does not really matter if you're doing in a round, in a circle, or you're gonna do it through and fro. It still look the same. See, it doesn't make any difference. So I'll continue like this until this very end here. This is the sleeve. So I'll just go through and flow. This is the back. So I'll through and flow until the length that you want. How high do you want it to cover your back, or how short do you want your shirt to be, your blouse to be? So it's entirely up to you. But here you have to do more because this is the sleeve, and you have to know the armhole. How big is the armhole? So you measure before you stop your work. So I'll continue and get back to you once I have the length that I want and see how it look like. Okay, so this is how it look like so far. This is the sleeve. So here it looks like this. It's a V shape. So I find a midpoint, and here I start to do the V shape thing. And here I did a single crochet on the inside. I seal here too, single crochet. So here, let me show you from here. By the time you reach here, the midpoint, this is the part where I do single crochet into the middle part of this double crochet. Oops, sorry. Okay, go to the middle part here and do a single crochet and chain 2 and single crochet into the same stitch. So this is the midpoint, the part where I did the V shape. So what I do is I chain 1, I turn my work, chain 1, turn my work, and into the chain 2 space I did a single crochet, and straight away yarn over, go to the next chain 2 space and start doing my 3 double crochet into the same space. Yarn over and go to the next chain 2 space and do 3 double crochet. So by the time you come to the edge here, this is the sleeve, the end of the sleeve, so you just make it straight, just the normal 3 double crochet into the same stitch, and then you chain 1, you go up, and we do this single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So here I'm gonna build like this. So once I reach here I did a single crochet onto the chain 2 space. So by the time I come back here, I turn my work, I'll be doing the chain 2, the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet thing, and it will reach here again. So by the time I reach here, instead of going to the last stitch, I go to the second last, this 3 double crochet part, and that will be my last stitch, so that it kind of like skip 1 and skip 1. So I come back to you once I've reached the end, and I'm going to turn again. I'll show you how I turn here. Okay, so every time when I reach the end here, this is the sleeve, the end of the sleeve, I just chain 1 and turn my work. So here in the middle here, I'm going to do single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet into the same stitch. Then skip 2, technically it's skip 2, but actually go to the middle of these 3 double crochet. I take the middle one, do a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. So here in the end, it kind of get kind of like a bump thing. So I'm like this. So I'm gonna leave it as it is instead of single crocheting all around. So just leave it as it is, so it kind of like this bump for the sleeve. Okay, I've reached the last 3 double crochet in the same stitch. So now I'm going to do single crochet in the middle, chain 2, and single crochet into the same stitch. So this is the last. This is where I start to build the V shape on the neckline. So this is the last. I'm not gonna touch this part. So here I'm gonna chain 1, turn my work. So the first one, the first chain 2 space, I'm going to do a single crochet. After this single crochet, I'm gonna start to build that 3 double crochet into the chain 2 space. And again, start to build the 3 double crochet into the next chain 2 space, right until the very end. So here you will notice that it goes up like a staircase. Here there's one and there's one here. So you're gonna look like this. So you're gonna look like this. So up to you how many of this staircase would you want to make. I made until here, and these 2 rows I kind of make it straight. So up to you whether you want a small V and then you go straight up, or you continue to do this. So if you do not want this, you can go straight up just a bit, and then you end it like you end the end of this sleeve. So here, if you want the bump, the first stitch, instead of doing 3 double crochet, I did a single crochet, and then it will be 3 double crochet until the end. And here, instead of single crochet, I continue with this pattern here until here. So you go through and fro, and see how long you want this V shape to be. You have to measure it on your neckline, your back. And one more thing, the back, it's straight. I did single crochet all around. Sorry, I did this pattern until the very top. So only the front part has this V shape. So I'll come back to you once I am at the length that I want. Okay, I've come to the end here. So this is how the front will look like. So here I'm going to do it on the inside. Make sure it's facing the correct spot. And from here I'm gonna crochet stitch by stitch. Let me pull this yarn over first. So this is the inside. I flipped the inside. This is the shoulder part. I flipped the inside. So I'm gonna crochet, single crochet on the inside, stitch by stitch, single crochet on every stitch, because the number of stitches on the front piece and the back piece is the same. So you just hold on to it and just look at it this way, and you will find the V shape and the V shape, the stitches. So you're gonna seal the shoulder part and later the armpit part as well. So I'll come back to you once I'm complete the whole thing, once I connect the whole blouse. This is how the end product look like. I'm not sure if you can see this. This is the neckline. The neck part here looks like this, and the middle part looks like this. So I hope you like this pattern. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next post.